Well, we've got to be got saved from those evil Heartless. Yay!
Thanks, Sora.
Aladdin, what are you doing out here?
Same
I'd like to know that too.
Hunting legendary treasure. Just paid a visit to the Cave of Wonders.
Nice.
I found that magic carpet. And this lamp. Legend has it that whoever holds the lamp can summon...
Please, kid, leave the intros to a professional. The one and only Genie of the Lamp. Rub-a-dub-dub the lamp and have your dearest wishes granted. Today's winner is Aladdin. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Patience, my fine feathered friend. Any 3 wishes. Oh, 1 wish, a 2 wish, a 3 wish. Then I make like a banana and split.
Oh, well,
Our lucky winner
that
made
makes
his
sense.
first wish.
And let me tell you, what a doozy that wish was.
So he has 2 left. So, Master, what do you have for wish number 2?
I'd like to know this too.
How about making me a fabulously wealthy prince?
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame! Why didn't I think of that? Okay, you asked for it. 100 servants and 100 camels loaded with gold. Just say the word and I'll deliver it in 30 minutes or less, or your meal's free. Hey, I'll even throw in a cappuccino.
No thanks.
Oh, God,
Okay.
Genie.
I think I'll put that on hold until we reach Agrabah.
Good plan.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah named Jasmine. But she's a princess. And she could never fall for a guy like me.
Princess?
Jasmine?
Oh, that's right. She's in trouble, Aladdin.
What? Well, come on, let's get going.
Yes, so we shall. And we get Aladdin in our party. But not now, because I think we've got a some trinities to grab. Aladdin is voiced by Scott Winger, who voices him in the original movie, and Genie is voiced by Dan
I
Castellaneta,
guess you don't get out much, huh?
who voices Genie in The Return of Jafar and the TV series.
Itty bitty living space. It's always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison.
Doesn't have quite the same ring to it as it did in the original movie, I have to say.
Say, Genie, what if I use my last wish to free you from the lamp? What do you think?
You do that?
Genie, it's a promise. After we help Jasmine.
Yep. In the original Aladdin, Genie is voiced by Robin Williams, who I think does pull off the role a lot better than Castellaneta, but you can hardly blame him. It's a bloody difficult role to do. Here's the blighter. The Fat Bandits. Basically, large bodies that breathe fire. And they can spin around like crazy, like really fast. They're really powerful, and I just hate them. They are one of the single most frustrating enemies I've ever had the misfortune of fighting. I just really hate them with a passion. Another little thing about Genie is that he's one of 5 characters to break the 4th wall in the manga. In the Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories manga, after Genie's freed, he lists the places he wants to go. Oh, wait, I've just... No, I haven't. It's in the Chain of Memories manga. It's completely different. He says, heck, I could even go behind the page. Other characters who break the 4th wall in the manga are Donald, a Moogle, Smee, and a later summon, although I'll bring him up when we get him. Yes, wouldn't want to go spoiling that now, would we? You want to find out all the new things you can get in this world, in sort of as we get along. And I will be using our first summon, Simba, very shortly. He's getting some usage in this world. and then never again, because although a lot of the summons are quite cool, you'd be surprised how few of them are really useless. Well, you'd be surprised how few of them are useful. I mean, they've all got their own little quirks and ways of doing things, but yeah, Simba's not one of the best. Let's just say that. I'd say the most useful are Genie, who we're going to get at the end of this world. Someone that we're going to get at the end of the last world on this circuit, although I've never personally found her that useful. Apparently she is incredibly good. I guess I just haven't used her correctly. And then I guess the other character who breaks the fourth wall is quite cool. He's pretty powerful. But yeah, I think the summons got a lot more useful in Kingdom Hearts 2, if I recall correctly. Oh yes, gravity is brilliant for beating these things, because it literally takes off it halves the health, so it's just like, oh, thank God. I want Kira. I think the most annoying thing about Agrabah is that spaces are so small that you're just trapped against all of these enemies. And it's frustrating, because you can't maneuver about that efficiently. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I think I'm leveling up a little bit for to prepare for a little something that's going to be happening shortly. I think. I'm not sure. Ah, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Now, I don't think I've mentioned Final Mix that much throughout this walkthrough, but it's largely because sort of there's not much to say, really. They get more stuff than us, and yeah. Ah, here's where I wanted to go, because there's the Trinity. But in Final Mix, as well as recolouring a lot of enemies, there are actually several new ones. There were pot scorpions, which appeared here. There were Gigas shadows, so massive shadows. There were Grand Ghosts, which I'm assuming were like the spot searchlight ghost characters. Yeah, they're like the searchlight I don't think we've come across the searchlight ghosts yet. I'll point out what they look like when we get to them. Yeah. There's also pink agaricus, which are basically mushrooms that you had to use stop on. There were black ballads, which are like your red nocturnes and yellow operas and so on and so forth. There were sniper wilds, which was a bouncy wild, but it was purple and it had nunchucks. So it's kind of a kinky whippy heartless. There were jet balloons, which are a green variant of an enemy we will find in a later world, but it not only appears in the last world on this circuit, on the deck. There were missile divers, which were only found in the same world as the enemy that's in later world on this circle that enemy, the final mix variant appears, whatever. You get what I mean. I'll point what they look like. I'll point what they look like when we get to those enemies. There are also chimeras, which are really odd enemies that look a lot like the experiment in Kingdom Hearts 2, if you ask me. It's got like 3 heads in a jar, and then the body looks very similar to the experiment. And finally, there are the Neo Shadows. Now, you will see these guys in this game, but you can't fight them, and they only appear in one certain secret ending. So I won't spoil what they look like, but we will be you will see them in this game, unlike everything else. Although I guess in some respects you can say that you've seen some of them, because some of them are variants of other enemies. Anyway, we're heading off to a boss, although I think I'm just doing a little bit of levelling up because ow. That was a stupid move. Thankfully, I think boxes over there are indestructible. At least I hope they're indestructible, because otherwise that would be a really bad thing there. Anyway, I hate it when enemies make me do that. It's just like, no, I don't want to fall off. I want to sort of continue what I'm doing, thank you. Falling off is not an option. Okay, right. What we need to do now is head to Aladdin's house. Or do I think I'm ready? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we've got to head to Aladdin's house and then leap out through the big gaping hole in the window. I think. I mean, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. You can go pretty much any way out of here, but what you need to do is you need to get to the palace gates. Which... oh yeah, you can just go up here. That works. Yes, you need to go through this area here. And then we've got a boss. Yay!